A spokesperson for Twitter announced this week that they had permanently banned Newsmax White House correspondent Emerald Robinson from their platform after she spread just one too many lies about the COVID vaccine. Now, everybody I'm sure remembers last week, Emerald Robinson got in a bit of trouble when she posted on Twitter that the COVID vaccine contains a bioluminescent tracker called luciferase. And she said because it has the name Lucifer in it, clearly it's linked to the devil, and the Bible tells us that we're all going to burn for this, and of course it's got the government tracker in it. So yeah, you're all screwed. Except none of that is true. None of it. And so Twitter, of course, suspended her temporarily, and then they just decided, you know what? I think it's time for her to go. We've had to suspend her multiple times already. She continues every time she comes back to spread misinformation about COVID-19, about the pandemic, about the vaccines. We're just going to go ahead and say bye-bye to Emerald Robinson. And honestly, that was the best course of action. I'm not going to shed a tear over this. I'm not going to cry censorship. This is public health misinformation, and I'm glad that Twitter decided to do this. You know, Twitter has spent a lot of time over the past year banning a lot of people over COVID-19 misinformation. And I will say I have no problem with that. And I don't care if people on the left say, oh, you're pro-censorship. I'm really not. I'm anti-death, though. Definitely anti-death. And we have seen what this misinformation does to people in this country. It kills them. And I don't like that. Even if it is horrible Republicans that I disagree with on every issue, I don't want them to die. They should be allowed to live. And if that means we've got to block a couple of crazy people from getting on Twitter because they're spreading misinformation, I'm okay with that. I don't see a problem with that. It's not a First Amendment issue because Twitter's not a government entity, so you really have no good argument as to why that shouldn't happen. Now, you want to talk about banning people for other reasons, beyond that? Then yeah, that's a discussion we can have because that's not something that I totally agree with. And I do worry about a slippery slope, but in this particular instance, Emerald Robinson was lying to people. And her lies could easily cause people to not get the COVID vaccine, which could cause them to die. Okay? You see how easy that goes? You see how quick that chain is? That's what can happen in this country. Yes, the pandemic is getting better. Yes, people are still dying every single day from it. We are not out of the woods yet, folks. Especially as we come up on the holiday season, travel season, cases are probably going to tick back up again. It remains to be seen how much that will be. But we can help reduce that by getting vaccinated, by wearing our masks when we travel, and by overall being smarter than the idiots who continue to get banned from Twitter. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.